Good evening, football fans. Coach Kurzawski, Andrew Kurzawski here, reporting in from the Three Rivers Broadcasting Studio. As you can see, getting all the scores going here tonight. Busy night in high school football. Our own Alex was down at the City League for the University Perry game. We had coverage of that, and we will have scores coming in from that. Also, a upset this evening in our power rankings, and we will get to that a little bit later today, but our number 2 team, I'll give you a clue, goes down tonight in the power rankings. Again, I'm live here at the Three Rivers Broadcasting Studio. As you can see in the background, our staff is busy working on scores coming in. We're going to start off tonight with our Three Rivers Broadcasting power rankings from this upcoming week. Give you guys a little bit of a refresher of who we thought were teams to watch going into this weekend. And like we said, the number 2 team in our regional rankings, which is our top 5 teams overall in the entire area, goes down tonight. So I'm going to start us off tonight with our power rankings presented by Carnegie Ironworks. And we will be right back here from Three Rivers Broadcasting Studio, getting ready for the Three Rivers Broadcasting Pigskin Report.
Carnegie Ironworks is Pittsburgh's go-to for artistic, unique, and decorative steel and iron designs. We provide custom fencing, interior and exterior railings, outdoor fire pits, window coverings, and much more. If you can think of it, we can fabricate it. Find us on the web at www.carnegieiron.com. That's Carnegie Ironworks, for when you need it, for 500 years. This is Alex Fydryszewski with your Three Rivers Broadcasting, WPIAL, City League, and Regional Football rankings for September 13th. We begin in Class A, where Leechburg holds on to its number 1 position after beating Brentwood 50-20. Bishop Canavan, number 2, after beating Northgate. Springdale checks in at number 3. Rochester, number 4, and Burgettstown rounds out our top 5. Some good games coming up this week as Leechburg hosts Clairton, who is a deceptively good 0-2, Bishop Canavan traveling to Springdale, and Burgettstown hosting Sacred Heart. Carmichael's and Union area dropped out of the top 5. We move on now to the AA class. Stowe Rocks is number 1 after dominating McGuffey. Wash High checks in at number 2 with a 43-19 victory over Clairton. Ligonier Valley continues its impressive run of form after beating Jeanette 55-0. Sarah thumped Amani to go to number 4, and Burgettstown holds at number 5 after defeating Ambridge. The game of the week in the AA classification will be Stowe Rocks hosting AAA number 3 Avonworth this coming weekend. In the AAA classification, Central Valley retains its number 1 position after defeating a good Aliquippa team 21-12. North Catholic escaped Blackhawk 18-17. Avonworth defeated Freeport, Southmoreland with a win over Pittsburgh City League-ranked Perry, and Keystone Oaks lost to Charval 35-34 in overtime. The game of the week in this classification is without question Avonworth at Stowe Rocks, and Steel Valley Keystone Oaks should be a good one to watch as well. Mount Pleasant area dropped out of the top 5. We've got a new number 1 school in Class 4A as Thomas Jefferson scored its 2nd impressive victory in as many weeks, defeating our 5A number 1 from last week, South Fayette, 27-0. McKeesport beat Armstrong County. Bell Vernon topped 5A number 4 Penn Trafford 27-7. Laurel Highlands over Brownsville, and Highlands thumped Burrell 56-7. The game to watch this week in Quad A is McKeesport playing against Canisius from Buffalo. There's a bit of a shakeup in the 5A classification as Gateway goes up to number 1 after thrashing Penn Hills 41-13. Moon Township crashes the party at number 2 by shutting out Woodland Hills 15-0. West Al checks in at number 3. South Fayette tumbles from 1 to 4 after being beaten handily by Thomas Jefferson, and Kiski area breaks the top 5. The games of the week come from the middle of the group: Moon North Hills, West Al Shaler, and South Fayette Char Valley. North Hills, Penn Trafford, and Peters Township dropped out of the top 5. There are no changes in the 6A classification as Central Catholic stormed from behind to beat Pine Richland 49-35. Lebo shut out Peters Township 31-0, and North Allegheny had the most impressive victory of the week, defeating a very talented Mentor, Ohio team 20-16. The game of the week is Mount Lebanon Canon Mac. There are no changes in the Pittsburgh City League rankings for this week, as Westinghouse defeated Brashear 35-0 in a game we aired on Three Rivers Broadcasting. University was shut out by Steubenville, Ohio, and Perry lost to Southmoreland. We've got some great games coming up on Three Rivers Broadcasting this week out of the Pittsburgh City League, as on Thursday, Westinghouse plays Alderdice, and on Friday, we'll have Perry against University. There's a bit of a shakeup in our regional top five. Steubenville stays at number 1 after shutting out University from the City League, and Morgantown University scored an impressive 52-20 victory over our around-the-region number 3 Brook. Lindsley and Bridgeport are new to the top 5 after impressive wins this past week, and Wheeling holds on to its number 5 spot as its game was postponed due to COVID. There are some great matchups coming up this week as Steubenville travels to undefeated Dover, Morgantown University, our number 2, hosts number 5 Wheeling Park, Lindsley travels to undefeated Princeton, and Bridgeport hosts Fairmont. Lots of competitive games around the region. Brook and Oak Glen dropped out of the regional top 5. Finally, we take a look at the regional overall top 5 for the week of September 13th. Pittsburgh Central Catholic retains its number 1 position by coming back to defeat Pine Richland. Steubenville holds steady at number 2. Thomas Jefferson, off of an impressive first 2 weeks, is number 3. Central Valley holds in at number 4. And Morgantown University joins our top 5. Carnegie Iron Works is Pittsburgh's go-to for artistic, unique, and decorative steel and iron designs. We provide custom fencing, interior and exterior railings, outdoor fire pits, window coverings, and much more. If you can think of it, we can fabricate it. Find us on the web at www.carnegieiron.com. That's Carnegie Iron Works, for when you need it for 500 years. The Guard Market is a digital marketplace that provides customers with access to licensed security professionals on demand. Let's face it, you have a lot to do running your business, and security, well, that's our business. We take the hassle out of searching, vetting, and scheduling private security guards for your unique needs. Just tell us what you need, when you need it, and we'll handle the rest. Guard Market security service partners are carefully screened and thoroughly vetted to meet the demanding needs of our diverse client base. Using advanced technology, we match you with the most qualified service provider based upon your specific needs and geographic requirements. For more information, you can visit our website at www.theguardmarket.com and call Andrew at 732-266-9344 with your service requests today. The Guard Market, security on demand.
Are you looking to reach new customers in an affordable and effective way? Of course you are. Who isn't? But where should you start? Well, how about a medium where just about everyone has a place? Radio. Today's workforce doesn't just listen to terrestrial radio. People today are listening online, on their phones and via apps. That's where we come in. Three Rivers Broadcasting is the new voice of Pittsburgh. Not only are we an online radio station, we're an online media company that produces live shows to give your current and targeted customers the most comprehensive experience of your services or product. Our station connects with people of all ages with a wide variety of programming, from music to sports to politics and health. If your message needs to be heard, we can and will deliver. To get started with us, drop us an email at threeriversbroadcasting.com and let's work together to grow your business.
Back here live at threeriversbroadcasting.com. We're in our Mount Lebanon studios in the Myers Management Tower. Just about ready to get underway here with the Pittsburgh Pigskin Report here at Three Rivers Broadcasting. Scores are almost all in. It takes a little bit of time to get all these in. We know that you see on the 11 o'clock news that most of the scores are in by that time, but we try to get them to you a little bit earlier in the evening so that if you're following a specific team, we want to be the first ones to get that score out to you here at Three Rivers Broadcasting. Again, Alex was down at Couple Stadium this evening covering University and Perry. blowout game there. University, a very young team, but very talented, taking it to Perry tonight. We're going to talk a little bit about that. Also, we had coverage of Mount Lebanon and Cannon Mac. Another blowout game. Coach Tom Obakunis, our Three Rivers Broadcasting football reporter, was out there covering that game. And again, it actually was a little disappointing as Mount Lebanon just really took it to Cannon McMillan tonight. So we're going to come back here in a couple of minutes. We're just getting ready for the show. Almost have everything in for you guys. We're going to take another little commercial break here, and we will come back in a couple of seconds with our football coverage of the Pittsburgh Pigskin Report here on Three Rivers Broadcasting.
Experts say that the most important time in a young child's life is elementary school, and the lessons they learn from kindergarten through 8th grade form the foundation for the rest of their lives. That's where Mother of Mercy Academy excels. For over 70 years, Mother of Mercy has provided a faith-based Catholic education to children in the South Hills. They offer an advanced curriculum, active arts, and full sports program with a Christ-centered experience. Mother of Mercy focuses on molding young minds intellectually, physically, and spiritually. Their goal is for children to become well-rounded individuals who are prepared for the next steps in life. Mother of Mercy Academy is located at the St. Gabriel campus, 5200 Greenridge Drive in the Baldwin section of Pittsburgh. They currently have an open enrollment period and can be reached at 412-882-3353. That's 412-882-3353. Mother of Mercy Academy, for faith, for family, for life.
It's time for high school football coverage right here on ThreeRiversBroadcasting.com, the new voice of Pittsburgh. The Pigskin Report. We take you around the tri-state area with scores, stats, and interviews right from the gridiron. And now, here are your hosts, Jordan and Alex.
Welcome to Three Rivers Broadcasting Pigskin Report. This is Jordan.
I'm Alex.
We'll be bringing you the scores from tonight's high school football games over the course of the next half hour.
Of course, we'd like to thank our title sponsors for their support of the program: Polish Falcons of America, Waste Management, the Guard Market, Gym Rat Performance Training, and we'll get to all of the rest at the end. Of course, Carnegie Ironworks provides us our rankings every week. Our title sponsor for the sports coverage, Polish Falcons of America, wide variety of life insurance, financial benefit policies, active social and athletic opportunities, the leading voice for the Polish people in America. That's right. And visit them online, polishfalcons.org, for more information.
So, Alex, tonight you were down at the Prep vs. Perry game. How did that go?
Not too good for Perry. Very well if you're a University Prep fan. The first quarter started out a little shaky for U Prep. They fumbled on their first two drives. Perry took advantage of it. They recovered a fumble, took it in for a touchdown, took an early lead. But after that, University settled down a little bit, and then they just opened up that air raid offense, and that's why the game took so long. Guys, when you get up by 30 points, run the ball. I got to get back for very selfish reasons. I need to get back to the studio. So please, when you're up by 30, run the football. No, but University Prep's air offense, they aired it out. They like to throw the ball. They must have thrown it 50 or 60 times tonight. And they've got some very good players. Rashawn Murray's going to the University of Akron. Very young team, too. Sophomores and juniors mostly, outside of only two players, the quarterback and Murray are seniors. Everybody else that really contributed for them is freshmen, sophomores. So that's going to be a team to watch over the course of the next 2 years. I think that they could give Westinghouse a run for their money. Maybe not this year, but definitely next year they'll be able to give them, a quality game. And you never know. They could get them this year. They've got certainly enough talent. I don't know if their running game's good enough, but they definitely have the passing game. For Perry, it's always a building process for them. They have Tyrese Fury, but there's not much else for them on the defensive side of the ball. It's very easy to run away from him. He plays on the left side of the line. If you run to the right side, it's a field day. So they've got to figure out a way to strengthen up their defensive line going forward. But again, a nice win for University Prep. They'll hold their ranking at number 2 unless Alderdice beats Westinghouse tomorrow, which we'll have that game on our air. So if they do lose tomorrow, University Prep could go to number 1 at 2-2. They've played a pretty tough schedule. That's about it for what we had tonight, and let's move on.
All right, well, thank you. Let's get into our first set of scores. Penn Hills nicked Woodland Hills 14-13. Stowe Rokes beat Avonworth in a battle of Three Rivers ranked teams 19-16. Latrobe bested Mount Pleasant 35-0. Central Valley defeated Blackhawk 38-3. All right, into the next scores here, Alex.
All right, Wash High, they're ranked very high in our AA rankings, thumping Waynesburg 57-14. Southside Beaver blows by Carrick 46-0. Carrick's another struggling program here. 800, 900 kids in the school, can't seem to find it for the football team. They got a pretty good basketball program, boys and girls, but not so good with the football numbers. They can't get the kids out for the football team. Karen Arnold tried to give them a schedule outside the City League that would be more conducive for competitive results, and they're struggling. They've already had a game canceled due to low numbers, so we hope again that Carrick can pull it together the rest of the season. Also want to give a big shout out to Jeanette. Jeanette got a win tonight. Andy and I picked them up as kind of our feel good story after they lost to all those kids. So
thumbs up.
Yeah, Jeanette came up with a victory tonight, so congratulations to the Jayhawks.
Our adopted team.
Our adopted team, that's right. I think we have to adopt Carrick next.
Yep, Carrick and Jeanette, Three Rivers Broadcasting.
We're always rooting for the underdogs here. So Lebo beat Cannon Mac 37-7, and we're going to talk a little bit more about that game later on. And Highlands climbing past Mars 27-7. We'll be back with more of the Friday Football Scoreboard show after these commercial messages, so stay tuned for more of the Pigskin Report right here at Three Rivers Broadcasting.
The Guard Market is a digital marketplace that provides customers with access to licensed security professionals on demand. Let's face it, you have a lot to do running your business, and security, well, that's our business. We take the hassle out of searching, vetting, and scheduling private security guards for your unique needs. Just tell us what you need, when you need it, and we'll handle the rest. Guard Market security service partners are carefully screened and thoroughly vetted to meet the demanding needs of our diverse client base. Using advanced technology, we match you with the most qualified service provider based upon your specific needs and geographic requirements. For more information, you can visit our website at www.theguardmarket.com and call Andrew at 732-266-9344 with your service requests today. The Guard Market, security on demand.
Are you looking to reach new customers in an affordable and effective way? Of course you are. Who isn't? But where should you start? Well, how about a medium where just about everyone has a place? Radio. Today's workforce doesn't just listen to terrestrial radio. People today are listening online, on their phones and via apps. That's where we come in. Three Rivers Broadcasting is the new voice of Pittsburgh. Not only are we an online radio station, we're an online media company that produces live shows to give your current and targeted customers the most comprehensive experience of your services or product. Our station connects with people of all ages with a wide variety of programming, from music to sports to politics and health. If your message needs to be heard, we can and will deliver. To get started with us, drop us an email at threeriversbroadcasting.com and let's work together to grow your business.
Experts say that the most important time in a young child's life is elementary school, and the lessons they learn from kindergarten through 8th grade form the foundation for the rest of their lives. That's where Mother of Mercy Academy excels. For over 70 years, Mother of Mercy has provided a faith-based Catholic education to children in the South Hills. They offer an advanced curriculum, active arts, and full sports program with a Christ-centered experience. Mother of Mercy focuses on molding young minds intellectually, physically, and spiritually. Their goal is for children to become well-rounded individuals who are prepared for the next steps in life. Mother of Mercy Academy is located at the St. Gabriel campus, 5200 Greenridge Drive in the Baldwin section of Pittsburgh. They currently have an open enrollment period and can be reached at 412-882-3353. That's 412-882-3353. Mother of Mercy Academy, for faith, for family, for life.
Welcome back to the Pigskin Report here on Three Rivers Broadcasting. So, Alex, big happening in Ohio tonight. Big Red go down, huh?
Yeah, our number 2 ranked team, number 1 team in the outside the area poll, Steubenville High, goes down. They lose to Dover, 24-7. Dover was undefeated. That game was out in Dover, Ohio. So a little of the mystique there at Harding Stadium, not in Steubenville's favor. When they're in their backyard, maybe they win that game. Steubenville jumped out to a 7-0 lead. Looking here, Dover tied it up close to the half, put a field goal up to take a 10-7 lead, rolled off. That's 24 unanswered points to defeat Steubenville. So we will have a new number 1 in our Around the Area poll this week. And I don't have a Morgantown University Wheeling Park score, but if University beat them, that's who's going to be our number 1. And then our top 5, we just took a hand grenade too, because we got another score that came in that we'll talk about a little later on. But I'm going to toss it to you for a few scores from around Pittsburgh.
All right, let's get right to it. Thomas Jefferson took apart Trinity 49-7. North Allegheny destroyed Baldwin 61-7. Central Catholic defeats Norwin 50-0. South Park beat York 14-0. North Catholic tops Valley 49-0. South Fayette beats Chartiers Valley 28-14. And Alex, for you?
Nice win for South Fayette there to beat Charval. Fort Cherry bested Shenango 35-7. Gateway cruising past Bethel Park. Nice win for them 49-13. Union area beat Rochester 16-0. Nice win for Union. That could put them back in our Class A top 5. Laurel Highlands escapes against Ringgold. It'll hold their ranking. Southmoreland over South Allegheny 33-19. Laurel beat Beaver Falls 39-21, excuse me. And then I think the result of the night, it was the biggest game of the night. It was McKeesport taking on Canisius High from Buffalo from the Catholic League up there, and Canisius thumped them 35-14. A statement win for Canisius. They play a regional schedule. They'll play teams from, they play Cathedral Prep from Erie, schools like that. They play Boston College High this year even there, so they're traveling. Solid program up there out of Buffalo, and they bested McKeesport. McKeesport will fall out of our top 5. Let's take another quick break here on the Pigskin Report, and then we're going to go into the field for some videos.
The Guard Market is a digital marketplace that provides customers with access to licensed security professionals on demand. Let's face it, you have a lot to do running your business, and security, well, that's our business. We take the hassle out of searching, vetting, and scheduling private security guards for your unique needs. Just tell us what you need, when you need it, and we'll handle the rest. Guard Market security service partners are carefully screened and thoroughly vetted to meet the demanding needs of our diverse client base. Using advanced technology, we match you with the most qualified service provider based upon your specific needs and geographic requirements. For more information, you can visit our website at www.theguardmarket.com and call Andrew at 732-266-9344 with your service requests today. The Guard Market, security on demand.
Are you looking to reach new customers in an affordable and effective way? Of course you are. Who isn't? But where should you start? Well, how about a medium where just about everyone has a place? Radio. Today's workforce doesn't just listen to terrestrial radio. People today are listening online, on their phones and via apps. That's where we come in. Three Rivers Broadcasting is the new voice of Pittsburgh. Not only are we an online radio station, we're an online media company that produces live shows to give your current and targeted customers the most comprehensive experience of your services or product. Our station connects with people of all ages with a wide variety of programming, from music to sports to politics and health. If your message needs to be heard, we can and will deliver. To get started with us, drop us an email at threeriversbroadcasting.com and let's work together to grow your business.
Welcome back to the show. We're going to debut our new Play of the Week feature now. Alex?
All right, so tonight's highlight comes to us courtesy of Tom Albikunis, our in-the-field reporter for Three Rivers Broadcasting. He was at Mount Lebanon's victory over Cannon Mac tonight. He caught Joey Daniels' 30-yard touchdown pass to Eli Heidenreich. That's our play of the night. Andy, let's roll it. All right, nice touchdown pass there. Daniels to Heidenreich. Heidenreich is committed to the Naval Academy, so we wish him all the best as he goes to serve the country. More than just about football when you make a commitment like that. That's a life decision. There's a commitment that comes with that. I think it's 5 years or something like that, Andy, right? I believe.
Yeah, we had Coach on from the Air Force Academy, and I believe he told us it was a five-year commitment.
Yeah, so that's a big life decision. So we congratulate him on that. Wish him all the best. Nice touchdown catch tonight, Jordan. Why don't we wrap it up here? Final scores for the week.
All right, here they are. Bell Vernon crushed West Mifflin 49-3. Greensburg-Salem beat Knock 31-13. Indiana escaped Plum 41-37. East Allegheny bested Burrell 30-21. Peters Township doubled Penn Trafford 28-14. Elizabeth Forward crushed Brownsville 44-0. Just a reminder, if your school's results are not given, that means we did not receive a submission as of airtime. In that case, visit pafootballnews.com for all the latest stats and scores. Alex, what are some of the takeaways from week 3?
I think first and foremost, it's that Steubenville lost tonight. I don't want to say it's an upset because that's a good Dover team, and it was out in farm country out there in Dover, Ohio. But the fact that Steubenville lost, we'll have a new number 1 in the Around the Region top 5. As I said, they'll lose their position in the overall top 5. I don't know if they'll fall out because we had them number 2. They may still be there towards the bottom of the top 5. But that's a big thing. I think that folks in Pittsburgh, maybe you don't understand how deep football runs in Steubenville, Ohio. That's really all they care about. The mills could close. The basketball team at the high school could be terrible. Franciscan University sports doesn't matter to them. They care about their Big Red football team. That's it. And a loss like that, it's one of those things you think about in Texas, or you hear those movies, Friday Night Lights, where they're like, oh, the coach has got to go face the people in the morning, or he's got to go to the bar that night, and everybody's going to be like, well, on third down, in the third quarter, why'd you run the, whatever play? And he's going to have to explain it to himself. I don't know if Steubenville's at that level, but the coaches, the people in town won't be happy. The people in Steubenville won't be happy that they lost. They're going to fall down in our rankings. The papers out there will probably keep them very high, but for us, we have to factor in all the WPIAL schools. So Steubenville's going to take a little tumble. Brashear finally broke the ice. They played some very tough teams, City League. They played St. Vincent Pallotti from Baltimore. They played McDowell, and now they played Erie tonight. Came away with their first win of the season. They lost to Westinghouse last week, so they're battle-tested. A lot of great athletes. Tamir Robinson is one of the best players in Western Pennsylvania. Big-time recruit. Good kid, too. We had Coach Moore on. Kid wants to be a high school principal. And he's involved in the community. That's what you want to see. Kid who wants to give back to the city that he comes from.
Alex, I'm going to pull you on a studio cam. Robinson picked up a offer today, actually, from Vanderbilt out of the SEC. And the other dynamic I wanted to mention, they might not care about Steubenville Franciscan sports in Steubenville, but we sure do here at Three Rivers
That's
Broadcasting.
right. You bet we do. Listen, I should have you toss me the hat out of the studio, and I'll wear it the rest of the show.
You know what? I might do that. The other thing I was going to mention, this is a football show, but the Wild Things go down tonight, which is going to force a Game 5 tomorrow, deciding series for the Washington Wild Things. So whoever wins that moves on to the next round of the Frontier League playoffs. So go Wild Things.
I want a Joey the Truth watch along.
Hold on. I'm switching you guys back here, but I'm getting that hat real quick here.
Oh, you getting me the hat?
Yeah,
okay.
Let me do this real quick.
Looks like we're putting on a prop here.
What is the hat?
We have a hat. I'm going to wear a hat the rest of the show. As long as we don't lose all the wiring. Let's do it. All right. I'm very proud to announce my commitment. That's right. Franciscan University. I'm the first football recruit. Franciscan.
No, I'm liking it. I
like it. It's a nice hat. I mean, it's black, so you can't really see it.
And a gift of Coach. Who was Coach?
Coach Wallace.
Coach Wallace.
Yeah, I had lunch with him in Weirton. We met him with some other folks, and yeah, he's a great guy.
I missed my alma mater score because I was doing some stuff. What was the final?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know how Carleton did. I don't think we read off a Carleton score tonight.
Geez. Let's see if I have a Carleton score here.
Drum roll.
I'm trying. Do you know if it was it a?
Do they play tomorrow?
No, they definitely play tonight.
Saturday football seems to be their thing now.
Yeah, they definitely play tonight. Now, my brother was at the game, and when he reported in from being there, it was 30-0 in the Cougars, not in favor. This was in the third quarter with 15 minutes to go. So, yeah, so I'm not thinking this. I think they played
not a good night for your alma mater then.
Yeah, they played Shadyside Academy. The final score was 43-8 in favor of Shadyside Academy.
Maybe next week.
All right, so Brashear beat Erie. My last point, Clairton beat Leechburg big, 48-27. So they're off the schneid there. They started out 0-2. I had some questions last week and said, listen, if Leechburg beats them, Clairton goes to 0-3. Time to start setting the alarms off there. That was supposed to be a Clairton home game. It was moved to Leechburg, played in an empty stadium. There have been some threats and violence issues, not just in Clairton, but across the state that I want to bring up here before we reach the end of the show. Academy Park, Pennsylvania, outside of Philadelphia a couple weeks ago, there was a 7-year-old girl shot and murdered outside of the stadium from a stray bullet. Academy Park's had another game moved and played in an empty stadium. Something's got to be done at these schools now. I don't know if it's metal detectors or what, but they got to do something to start curbing the violence at these high school football games. Listen, you go and people talk about the city of Pittsburgh, this and that. You go down to Couple Stadium, that place is like a fortress. You got to go and empty your pockets. They're going to look through your bags. You're going to go through a metal detector. They're going to wand you after you walk through to make sure stuff like that doesn't happen. And I don't know if we need to start having a conversation on the Pittsburgh Sports Report about getting grants in from the state or things like that to try to make those
it's not,
games
and I don't
safer.
think it's coming from the kids. It's coming from people that have ill intentions in the community.
100%. Yeah.
And again, like we've talked about on the Sports Report, who suffers? The kids. The kids suffer. They don't have a great experience of playing, high school sports. And, the only people that suffer in this whole situation are the good people in the community and the kids that are playing. And
100%.
that's not how it should be.
I mean, let's face it. And again, with what happened in Clairton, they were denied a home game tonight. That's a big night out for people in that town where they've been hit hard by the loss of the steel and coal mining jobs over the last 30 years, and it's a bit of a downtrodden place. They look forward to Friday nights in the fall. So for them to have to give up a home game, that, again, like Andy said, it hurts the people in the town that are good. It hurts the kids. It hurts the players on the team. And then in turn, now Leechburg's fans, they didn't get to travel to Clairton for the away game, and then they didn't get to watch them at home either. But kudos to Leechburg. They moved the game out to Leechburg. Leechburg said, you know what? It's going to be as close to a Clairton home game as possible. If you can't play with fans tonight, then we're not playing with fans tonight because that's not fair to you to move the game to us, and then we're going to have 3,000 people show up. So kudos to Leechburg for doing that. Nice win for Clairton, and that's kind of it for my 3 points tonight.
All right. Well, it's been a good night in the studio.
Yeah,
I think we've covered all the scores we have.
Yep.
Alex, what are your thoughts about Monday's power rankings?
Central Catholic's number one for the overall top 5. They win 50-0. Until proven otherwise, and maybe North Allegheny could be the team to do it, Central Catholic's number one. Steubenville is down. There's opportunity now because McKeesport lost. McKeesport will be out of that top 5, the overall top 5. It leaves room for Central Valley to move up. Thomas Jefferson, South Fayette could jump back in now for me. And then Morgantown University, where I think that's the only score we didn't get. And when I have that score, that'll kind of be the kicker for who falls where in our overall top 5. Clairton will jump into the Class A top 5. Leechburg probably won't be number 1 after this week. So that's where I'm at as far as the early power rankings. We should wrap up our program, of course, by thanking our sponsors.
We would like to thank, first and foremost, our title sponsors, the Polish Falcons of America, Waste Management, Mother of Mercy Academy, the Guard Market, Carnegie Ironworks, and Jim Rat Performance Training.
And our station sponsors, Report It, Steel City Grease Traps, and of course, Lawrence Repair. Give Paul down the hall a call, and you may even get a Klondike bar out of it. That's right. Listen, I was down there today. Al was there. Al's 97 years old or something like 96, 97 years old. He's a World War II vet. And you can guess what Paul gave him after lunch. A Klondike bar. So
I just want to say he had graters the other day, which
He did on Wednesday night.
Big time. Great. Oh, if Jordan hasn't had graters yet, we're going to have to take a little walk down the street.
We're going for a trip before we go home.
Yep.
We're taking you to Graders.
Where is it? What is it?
Down the street. It's an ice cream place from Ohio.
Oh, one of you was telling me about that. I've always wanted to stop in there.
All right. Well, if Graders is open, we're stopping on the way home.
Okay.
So if not, we got to get you down here during the week, Eric. Or we'll drop a pint off. We'll figure it out. We're going to get you some Graders.
All right.
Let's wrap it up here a little bit more.
All right. We'd also like to thank Billy and the team at Pennsylvania Football News for their cooperation with us this year. Please support them by visiting www.pafootballnews.com for the latest in high school football in the Commonwealth.
All right, so I'd like to thank all of our viewers for watching our show tonight. I'd like to thank you for tuning in for our coverage of the City League. We will have a game tomorrow here on Three Rivers Broadcasting, 3:45, Couple Stadium. It'll be Westinghouse and Alderdice. I will go on the air about 3:30. And we have a special guest joining us at halftime. I tried to get her on tonight. She was a little microphone shy, but Karen Arnold, the athletic director from Pittsburgh Public Schools, she said, listen, if you give me some questions in advance, I'll go home, I'll do my homework, and I'll come join you for an interview tomorrow. So I'm very happy to have Karen Arnold joining me tomorrow at halftime for a quick interview. She has been so good to me over the course of the last 2 years, first with Pennsylvania Football News last year, and now with us at Three Rivers Broadcasting to make sure we have everything we need in order to have a smooth broadcast down there. So I want to thank her. And then, of course, the people that this show couldn't happen without. Andy at the controls does such a wonderful job for us producing the program every week. He's helped us without all of these, with all the great graphics, and he's getting all the scores set up for us. He handles a lot of our social media posts and things like that. Helps us really pull these things together, gets us big-time guests for our sports show. And, of course, I'd like to thank you, Jordan, for, as always, giving up your Friday night. There's, like I said last week, there's 100 different things a 20-year-old can do in Pittsburgh on a Friday night. And Jordan's sitting in our office going over high school football scores with us. So, again, thank you. You're doing such a great job.
She loves it. She loves being over here.
Yeah.
She gets free pizza and salads and every other thing. So.
Or a Klondike bar.
Yeah, there are perks to being an intern at Three Rivers Broadcasting. You get delicious dinners, lunches.
She goes to bodybuilding shows and gets big, what were those things we had? Those brownies, which were amazing.
They were really good.
See, there's a lot. You get to live the life here. It's VIP access if you're an intern at Three Rivers Broadcasting. So, again, we're just very happy to have you on board. So, once again, we'll just kind of give you the last word. Jordan, Andy, if you have anything you'd like to chime in, please. The floor is both of yours.
I just want to thank, Andy and Alex for giving me this opportunity, for believing in me and teaching me along the way. That's all I have to say. How about you, Andy?
Support Elijah.
I go out and support Elijah Jackson, one of our other interns, starting running back for Robert Morris. I believe they're off this week. I think they have an off week.
I believe so, yeah.
But Elijah told me he's going to be back. We want to go out there and support him. And big shout out to Alex for getting all this stuff off the ground. People don't realize the amount of time that he has to put into this, and this is his full-time job. He does this day in and day out, 7 days a week. The people in our families make a great sacrifice. It's 11 o'clock at night, and we're here in a studio giving you guys football scores. So people really love
patient people in our lives.
So very, very grateful to our families and for all the sacrifices they make with our time schedule and allowing us to do this. And we do it because we really enjoy bringing this type of music and coverage and religious programming to our viewers. So my final word is, if you like what we have to do, look into the I-Beam Club here at Three Rivers Broadcasting. Tell friends about our station. Tell small businesses about our station. And contact us at threeriversbroadcasting.com.
Well said. All right, everybody, have a great night. For Jordan Yaniga, Andrew Kurzawski, I'm Alex Fydryszewski. God bless from all of us here, Three Rivers Broadcasting.
You've been listening to the Pigskin Report on Three Rivers Broadcasting. To find out more about our station, check out our website at threeriversbroadcasting.com. By the way, why don't you do yourself a favor and follow us on Facebook and Twitter at the number 3, the letter R, Broadcasting. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week.